Number 6, a position of powerlessness. There will be moments in your life where you do everything right, but everything goes wrong. You show up, you put in the work, and then you're rejected. Not because you were not good enough, but because of something you had no control over: your age, your background, your history, who you know, or simply who you are. That is one of the most disorienting and difficult experiences a person can face because it attacks fundamentally the belief that effort and integrity produce fair results. These experiences are psychologically debilitating. You'll feel like a failure, you'll feel humiliated or embarrassed. But these experiences of powerlessness are completely common that you will inevitably experience many times throughout your life. And what these experiences forces and builds is a more honest and resilient relationship with the world and yourself. You cannot control the things out of your control. You can only control your actions and what you do after, not in spite or anger, but as fuel and motivation. Every person who's been underestimated, rejected, or failed and kept going anyway, they've built character and carry a kind of strength that nobody who was given everything can ever replicate. So, this position and feeling of powerlessness is something you will experience many times throughout your life. Don't let it break you. Use it as fuel, pick yourself back up, and keep pushing forward because it's all about what you do next. Number 5, death of loved ones. Losing a parent or someone you loved is one of the most common and difficult experiences you'll face. Nothing prepares you for it. Grief is not just an emotion, it is a neurological process of unlearning. Your brain has built a model of the world that includes this person, their voice, their patterns, their presence. When they are gone, that entire model has to be updated because that someone that was always present is now permanently gone. That is why grief resurfaces at unexpected moments years later. The brain is still processing a fundamental change to its understanding of the world. Death is inherently a feature of this beautiful experience of life. It's a difficult and devastating experience that almost everyone will face. That is why some people get pets. In a way, this is preparing them for the inevitable loss. So appreciate the people still here. Spend the limited time we all have in this world with those precious to you. Number 4, heartbreaks. When a romantic relationship or partnership ends, the brain responds as if a survival threat has occurred. Because for most of human evolutionary history, deep social bonds were survival. Dopamine, the chemical tied to pleasure, bonding, and reward, drops sharply. Cortisol surges. The brain enters a withdrawal state nearly identical to what occurs when an addict loses access to a substance. The obsessive thinking, the craving, the physical ache in your chest, that is not you being dramatic. That is chemistry doing exactly what it was designed to do. Research shows that perceived control over the ending and understanding why it happened predict measurably better long-term outcomes, which is why closure matters. Beyond the pain itself, what heartbreak actually forces is a reconstruction of identity. Relationships become so woven into the self-concept that when they end, part of your sense of who you are goes with them. Rebuilding that is not just recovery, it is evolution. Every relationship you survive, especially the ones that broke you, expands your emotional range in ways that nothing else can teach. The pain was real, the memories was real, so is everything it leaves behind. And it's just one of many difficult experiences that we encounter in adventure we call life. Number 3, the end of friendships. You will experience the end of many friendships. Maybe it could have been a fight, maybe they had families, or maybe you just outgrew them. And it's often something that fades slowly. The replies get shorter, months pass, then one day you realize the friendship has dissolved and you cannot pinpoint exactly when it happened. This kind of loss is one of the most pervasive and least culturally acknowledged experiences in life. There is no ritual for it, and nobody sends flowers when a friendship ends, yet psychologically it activates the same grief responses like rumination and identity disruption as other significant losses. Aristotle wrote about three types of friendship: those built on utility, those on shared pleasure, and those on mutual growth and shared values. He noted that only the third type tends to survive the changes that life inevitably brings. As you evolve and grow, your values sharpen and your priorities change. Some relationships will align with who you are becoming and others will not. The end of a friendship is not a failure. It is a signal that you are moving and evolving. Not everyone is meant to go the whole way with you. That's okay. And that's just the reality we will all experience one way or another. It's all about appreciating the time and memories you have created together. Number two, betrayal from someone you trusted. Betrayal is categorically different from other forms of pain. It does not come from strangers, accidents, or bad luck. It comes from someone you openly and wholeheartedly let into your life, someone who has access to your time and knows your vulnerabilities, and it is someone you genuinely believed in and trusted. That is what makes it so destabilizing and traumatic. Psychologist Jennifer Freyd's research found that violations committed by trusted individuals produce more severe psychological outcomes than equivalent harm from non-trusted sources. The brain's attachment system and pain system are dysregulated simultaneously. The damage is not only to the relationship, it is to the foundational assumptions underneath it. To simply put, it hurts a lot more to be betrayed by someone you considered important. And betrayal from someone you trusted and least expected is an unfortunate and common reality of the human experience. It's unavoidable. Moving on will take time. But in the end, you can grow from this experience. And like all experiences, it's all about what you learn and take from it. You build the most character through the hardest times. Number one, job loss, setbacks, and major identity transitions. Any major setbacks, such as job loss, is one of the most stressful experiences a person can face. Work is your identity. It gives you structure, purpose, status, and social belonging. It is a core part of who you believe to be. When it is suddenly gone, whether through redundancy, failure, or something completely out of your control, the psychological response mirrors bereavement, shock, disorientation, a deep questioning of self-worth. You're not just losing the ability to support yourself, you're losing that confidence and safety nets. If you are unable to adapt, it may lead to low self-esteem, chronic anxiety, and depression. So in short, it can potentially ruin your life. But you are not alone, because it is a very common traumatic experience that many people experience. Statistically, roughly 40% of Americans that had a long career have either been fired or laid off at least once. So don't beat yourself up, it's just a setback. Reframe it as an opportunity for a new beginning, because that's how you build resilience and adaptability. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to see more.